It's day 196 of our inventory transformation. If you remember from the last episode, we have this pet handler certificate, so I'm able to have 2 pets out at once to be able to age them. I'm working on the Rins because they just came out and I would love to make a neon. I'm hoping to buy enough to be able to make a mega. And I'm also working on the lovebirds because you guys know I'm making a mega to keep. I have a bunch of ride potions and fly potions. And here's my inventory so far. I'm really at the point where I have so many neons and megas to be able to make, or that I need to make. And I'm also just not sure when I'm going to have the time to make all of them. Like, I need to make 16 or age up 16 coconut friends to be able to make that mega. And the legendaries and the ultra rares take forever to age up. Plus I have all those pep tunes. I have the Glormy Dolphins. I actually love the neon Glormy Dolphin. Like, I think it's so cute. I have the Sweetheart Rats. I have the Lovebirds that I'm working on. I have Hammerhead Sharks. I have so many pets to age up right now. But also when I look at my inventory, I'm so happy with it right now. It's the first trade of the day and this person is offering for my Neon Island Tarsier. They offered me this other neon and it's like a perfectly fair trade probably, but I just want to keep the Island Tarsier because I feel like there's probably a lot of people right now that are making megas and so they'll want to offer for this neon. I had this person trade me and asked me if they could offer for my SUV. You guys know I don't really collect vehicles, although I do have quite a lot like on this account. Just last episode, I actually showed you guys like a bunch of them like out, like we were riding them. I don't really care about this SUV, but if I'm going to trade it, I would rather get like a vehicle I don't have like on any of my accounts or like a really cool pet. And when they started adding in their vehicles, I have all of these vehicles like at least on my main account or like one of my alt accounts, so I don't really want any of them. I'm not interested in any of them. And when I told this person I wasn't interested, they actually put in this Primal Kai Jr. And again, I'm not really interested in that pet. But I saw this like Mega Kai Jr., like the Toxic Kai Jr. the other day and it was so cool. So I bet this Primal Kai Jr. is just as cool as a Mega, but I'll worry about making one of those another time. Next, I had this person offer for my Neon Island Tarsier. They asked me if they could add 8 in and like I would trade it for that, and I didn't really say anything, and then they added in like the 8 like Island Tarsiers, and then I kind of just was like thinking about it. So then they added in like a Kelp Box and a Dimension Drifter, and that's a legendary, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna take this because I can make 2 more of these Neon Island Tarsiers. So after that trade, I checked my inventory. I just wanted to like star, I like to star like the full grown or the post-teen like pets, and one of those pets was full grown, so I starred it. And then I definitely wanted to put this Dimension Drifter like in my profile so people knew I had like another legendary that they could offer for. And also I wanted to add this Island Tarsier because you never know what pet people are looking for. This looks to be like a pretty good server. Like there's quite a few people here and there's a bunch of like trading stands, so that's a good sign. And also if you notice, we're up to 107,000 bucks now. I know that's a lot of bucks and it is a lot of bucks, but remember I also have that unfinished house that I still need to work on that I'm just kind of, I don't even know what I'm waiting for, but I need to get it done so we can trade it. And even though it's not done, I still put it like up for trade every time that I get on to play. Next, I had this person trade me and they put in this Ibis, and I just kind of told them like, no, I don't have an offer. And then they asked if I would trade this like for the Castle Hermit Crab. You guys know I think that all those hermit crabs are like so cute, so it would have to be like a really cute pet, and that's just not this Ibis, or at least I don't think so. Next, I had this person trade me and they said like, would you do one of these like full grown for a fly potion? And for some reason, even though I read fly potion, I was thinking ride potion, so I put in 2 ride potions because I was like, if they will trade these 2 pets for 2 ride potions, I will definitely do this trade. So then I accepted the trade, but then they took out the Capricorn. You guys know I think that pet's like really hard to trade, but I mean, it is a Robux pet. And it is a legendary and it is worth quite a bit. And it's probably worth like 2 ride potions. I mean like the Capricorn is, because it's like fly ride. And I don't know about the Phoenix, but it's fly ride too. And I know a lot of people say that it's like their dream pet. So then when I went back to chat, I was like, oh, it's for like a fly potion, not a ride potion. So I was like, you know what? I would like to have that fly ride Phoenix and I will trade it for a fly potion. Then they said that they would also do the Capricorn for like 2 ride potions. And I don't really think that, I mean, I think that that would be like a fair trade. I don't know. I was kind of just happy to get the fly ride Phoenix, and I don't know, the Capricorn's just not my favorite. I mean, it would have been an okay trade though, I think, especially because it's a fly ride pet, but we did get this fly ride Phoenix for this fly potion. Next, I had this person trade me and they put in this Highland Cow, and I actually say that I'm looking for those in my profile. I would love to make a mega, but right now I'm just trying to get enough to make a neon. I also have pets like listed like in my profile that I'm actually trading for the Highland Cow, so I asked them if they could go out to my profile and like check it out and pick out one of them or if they liked any of them. So then I went out and I actually put in a tan chow chow, which is an ultra rare. Then they said that they liked that choice like just fine, but could I add like a petware? So I went out to my petware to see like what I had that I could add. I had a bunch of these like purple heart glasses and I thought like, well, maybe they would like that. So I just added those in to see. And after I added it, I just said like this and they said like yes. So hopefully now they'll actually accept. And they did accept. So we got another Highland cow. Guys, that makes me really happy. Okay, so after that trade, I just want to check and see how many of these Highland cows I actually have. It looks like I only have 3 of them right now, so I need 1 more if I'm going to make a neon, and hopefully I can get 12 more after that and make a mega. I changed out the pet in my trading stand to this ancient dragon, and I got this offer. This person offered me a black kite, this blue ringed octopus. Guys, I absolutely love the blue ringed octopus. And then they added in some like pretty okay pets, but the thing is, I would just rather have this legendary to trade. But I did ask them if I could just offer for this blue ringed octopus, and then I went on to check out their profile just to see. Their profile did list like some pets that they had for trade, but it didn't say like anything about what they were looking for, so I really didn't know what to offer for this blue ringed octopus. And they weren't paying attention and they just kept adding, so I just declined the trade. Then I saw this person and they had a brown bear in their profile, and I really love the brown bear, so I wanted to try to offer. These brown bears are really hard to get. Like, people just do not want to trade them away, so I was just like, okay, I'm gonna add like a bunch of legendaries and see if they'll just take me up on my offer. I was collecting these sun gliders, but they're pretty easy to get, so I added 2 of those. I added a pup tune because I had an extra pup tune, and I just feel like people really like that pet. Then I added in 2 of these glory dolphins because I think they're really cute, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think that people like them. I mean, I think they're underrated is actually what I think. And the value's not that high on them, but they are legendary. So it looks like we put 4 legendaries in and this pup tune, which is pretty cool. And I just kind of said like this question mark. Then they said like, let me think for a little bit. And I'm like, okay, that's like a really good sign actually. And then when I went to look it up in values, I realized like I'm under, and they said like, could you maybe add a little bit? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to add another glory dolphin, which is another legendary. That's 5 legendaries for this brown bear. So then I said like this, and then I said like, that's 5 legendaries. And then they accepted. But guys, there was no brown bear in the trade. So then I said like 4 brown bear question mark. And I was actually thinking that is a bad sign that they did that. But then they said okay, and they did put in the brown bear, and they did accept the first trade window. But I was still just thinking, I don't think they're gonna do it, and I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't, because I really want this brown bear. I think they're so cute. So I waited, and I thought this is gonna be like a really long time. Like, we're gonna have to wait for them. Like, how long do we wait before we like confirm? And they actually confirmed like almost right away, and so I did right as soon as they did. And guys, we just got a brown bear, and you all know I had to go to my inventory and just make sure that brown bear was actually there, and it is. Guys, then I met a fan, and it is so cool when I meet you guys. I mean, all of you is exactly why I'm doing this challenge. Like, I'm doing it for me, but I'm doing it so you can see it. Like, I'm videoing it. I'm making these videos just to help motivate you and show you guys that you can get like a rich inventory if you just like keep doing it. So it makes me so happy when I run into you, and this person was like so thankful, and it was just so sweet. And I also just absolutely love reading your comments like on my videos. Like, you guys are the reason I keep going. So thank you for watching. Next, I had this person offer for my ride potion. They offered me a kelp box and then like an eggy box, and I just didn't want to take that for this ride potion. Then I had this person trade me, and they asked me what I wanted for my mega hamster. You all know that, I mean, I will take an offer for this. Like, I made this mega hamster so I could trade it, but I'm hoping to get something like really good for it, or use it like to get something good, like a cow or something like that. And I really don't know what to say when people say this, because there's lots of different things that I'll take for like the mega hamster. A lot of times I'll just say like I like cute pets just so they know, but I don't have like one specific thing that I'll take for the mega hamster. They offered me a cabot. I think the cabot is so cute, but the value's just not there. And then just like one red hamster, and then this green Amazon. And I just really felt like it was like a really under offer. Guys, then I had another person tell me that they watch my videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. And really they just said like, hey, I just wanted to say hi. And I know it seems like I run into a lot of fans, but I promise you most people on these servers have no idea who I am. Next, I got this offer for my ancient dragon, and I just didn't want to take this, although that glory dolphin is full grown. Then I had this person ask me if I had a mega horse, and I didn't think I did. Like, I thought I had a neon, and I did, so I put in my neon fly ride horse. And when they started adding in their offer, I'm like, what? Are you kidding? So I just told them no thank you. you. And then after I said no thank you, they put in a full-grown Glormy Dolphin. But I was definitely not trading away this neon fly ride horse for that. Then remember how Adopt Me gave us those free doubloons? Yeah, well, the only thing that I could really buy was these island tarsiers. And with the doubloons, I was actually able to buy 15 more of them. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can make a mega at some point, but probably I'll make neons and trade those because I think they'll trade easier. Although I don't think I've seen a mega, and I think it would probably look like really cool. Then even though I traded those sun gliders away, remember I traded like 2 of them away for that brown bear, I actually have in my profile that I'm looking for them. So this person put one in when they traded me. I decided to try to add this dimension drifter just to see if they would take it, and I was so happy because they did. Then I finally aged up this wren to like full grown, so this is the 4th one, so now I can make a neon. And then I decided to age up this like second Glormy Dolphin because I have I have 5 of them, and I'd really like to make a neon. I think the neons are like super cute, but at the same time these legendaries are going to take forever. But I'm gonna start working on them because I have that pet handler certificate, so I have the 2 pets out, which I feel like as long as one of my pets is like going like pretty fast, like when I'm aging it up, like it doesn't really matter about the other one as much. So it's the perfect time to age up like an ultra rare or a legendary pet. So I'm making my first like neon wren, and the thing with it is these are gonna be exotics, or they are exotics. I have enough to make a mega, and I'm probably gonna keep it and try to hold on to it for like a really long time until the wren has been out of game for a very long time and people decide that, oh my gosh, I love the wren and I want that exotic, and then I'll trade it and hopefully I'll make a profit. The neon's pretty cute. I don't love like the orange like glow of pets, but this is still like a really cute pet, and it probably looks pretty cool like as a mega, and we can always paint it. Next I had this person and they're offering for my ancient dragon. Of course they asked me like what I want for it, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, really, I guess I'm just always really just taking offers. I have in my profile like pets that I'm looking for, so if you have one of those, like great. Otherwise I just kind of want like something that's like of equal value that's cute. But eventually they put in this lionfish, and guys, I gotta tell you, I love the lionfish. In fact, I just ended up making or finally finishing like my mega on my main account. I just think it's one of those like super cool pets, especially as a mega. But it is an ultra rare and it doesn't really have like great value, I guess. And I ended up saying like it's a legendary, mainly like just because like I feel like it's worth at least another legendary. Then this person traded me and asked me what I wanted for my mushroom friend, my coconut friend, and my hamster. I think they were just so excited to find like a bunch of pets that they wanted that just like one person had. And I guess they were just talking about like the golden hamster, not the mega hamster. I don't know. That's the one that I put in because I figured that they probably would have said like mega. And then they said sea slug, but I'm not sure if I saw that because then they said like mega hamster. So I was like, okay, I gotta switch that out. And I always think when someone asks for like a bunch of pets, like their offer is going to be like really good, and I kind of get excited. And then they repeated sea slug again, and I have no idea like why I didn't put it into the trade, like because obviously like I can read. Oh no, I think they're saying like, would you trade this for the sea slug? And I was like, yeah, no thank you. And I mean, they could have put the sea slug in and like other stuff, I guess I maybe would have taken it. But they started out with this fly ride Fleur de Ice, which I do like those, but I wouldn't say it's like the best legendary. And then they put in 4 hamsters, which doesn't even come close. Like their offer, like right now, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't know. I thought they were going to add like really, really good pets. They put in this Pomeranian, and then they started adding in these amber butterflies, and everybody seems to add these amber butterflies. So there must be like a bunch of them out there. And I could really already tell like I did not want to accept this offer. Then they put in this car and said like, you can't get this car anymore. You guys know how I feel about the vehicles. I don't care about them. So then I just said like, sorry, no thank you. So then I said that I would do the mushroom friend for the Fleur de Ice. So then they just kept adding in pets like that weren't really worth like a whole lot, and I'm just like, what? And then they said like, please not mushroom, but I'll do all of this. And I think that they were like a bit confused, like that I wanted their mushroom friend, which I did not. So then I said like, no thank you again, because I'm like, I don't want to accept this, and I'm really sorry about that. But then they said like, wait, they said like, meet me over by the gifts. And then they said that their mushrooms were like locked or something like that. And I had no idea what was going on. I mean, I guess that they thought that I really wanted to trade for their mushroom friend because I really liked it or something like that. But really I was trying to say like, I'll trade my mushroom friend for your Fleur de Ice. So then they said like, you can lock your pets. And then they said just like go to gifts. And then they declined the trade and I didn't want to be rude. So I went over to the gifts because I'm like, okay, well maybe they have like a better offer. So then I went over to the gifts and then she traded me again. And then she put in this mushroom friend and the Fleur de Ice. So then I explained to her, no, I meant I would trade my mushroom friend for your Fleur de Ice. And she was like, no. And then she said, please. And I said, I'm really sorry, but your offer is like really under. And then she said the hamster was her dream pet. And then she started adding in those hamsters again. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you understanding? She even took out the mushroom friend, so it was like 4 hamsters and a Fleur de Ice for like 16 full-grown like hamsters. So then I just tried to explain to her again, like, you're really under. And then she said that she had a hamster in real life and it was like named Rainbow. And then it reminded her of the mega hamster. And I really just didn't know what to do because there was no way that I was going to trade my mega hamster for this. And like, if she really wants a mega hamster, she can make one. So guys, after all of that, I just declined the trade because this person was just not understanding me. Oh my gosh, guys, that was such a long trade. Do you know how many tasks we missed during that? Then I had this person trade me and they asked me if they could offer for my Royal Palace Spaniel. Then they added in like a pretty good offer. It was a sloth and a hydra and a bunny and this Sub-Zero like scorpion, which I think those are super cute. But I just would rather have the Royal Palace Spaniel, even if their offer was like okay. So then when I told them sorry, no thank you, they took all those pets out and they started to add other pets. But again, I just wasn't really interested in taking that for this Royal Palace Spaniel. The Royal Palace Spaniel is actually a Robux pet and I just think it's so cute. And I don't know, I just don't think that we could trade this stuff, like turn around and trade it for another Royal Palace Spaniel. And again, some of these pets are cute, but some of these are like pets that people always offer for everything. So there's like a bunch of them out there. And guys, I used a different line besides sorry, no thank you, or no thank you. And I said, sorry, I'm just not interested. I thought some of you guys might think that was really cool that I actually changed it up a little bit. Then how have we gone this whole video without someone asking me if they can offer for my mini pig? Seriously. Usually like every other or every third trade is someone saying that they want to offer for my mini pig. So after all those trades, this person actually wanted to try to offer for our mini pig. So am I going to trade it or not? And then they said, oh, and your platypus. So this is going to have to be a really awesome offer. So I went out to add the platypus and I'm thinking, how have they not put any pets in yet? Like, come on, let's get on with this trade. So then eventually they asked me if I use like any values websites, and what I should start saying is that I use Elfbred and GG and whatever other like values websites there are out there. And I'll just say I use them all and I'll check them all and then I'll see whichever one gives me the better deal and then I'll say that I use those values. Just kidding. You guys know I use Elfbred. But sometimes when it's a really big trade or like higher tier pets, like I will check GG. So anyways, they finally started adding, they added in this Ride Kitsune, which I don't think has very good value. And then they added in that Aurora Fox. I love the Aurora Fox. And then they added in these neons. You know I like both of these neons, but they're low tier and I can make them if I want to. So it just wasn't a very good offer. So I went out to check out their profile to see if there was anything I could ask them, like, hey, maybe add this, but I really didn't see anything. I mean, they did have some cute pets. And I'm guessing when you have pets like they have, then you probably know values, like, so you probably know that you're under. And like I said, they did have some cute pets, but I just would rather keep the pets that I have. I'd rather have the mini pig and I'd rather have this platypus than anything that I saw. So again, I just told them, sorry, no thank you. And if you watch these videos enough, you're probably asking yourself, is Brit ever going to trade that mini pig? And the answer is, I just don't know. Next, I had this person trade me and they also wanted to offer for the platypus. Oh, you all are not going to believe their offer for this. They started with the kelp box and then added a bunch of gifts and a ginger cat and an ermine and one of these like kelp raiders. And then they said please, which means they knew they were under. And no, I didn't want to trade this platypus for this offer. And the thing is, they actually had like a bunch of like low tier megas that they could have at least tried to offer for it. Well, we didn't end up trading that platypus. We didn't end end up trading our mini pig today, but let's take another look at our inventory at the end. I'm still working on this neon lovebird, and I decided to switch over to the island tarsier since like one of them was like full grown or some of them were full grown, so I can make a neon really quickly to try to trade. I have so many cute pets, like that field mouse. I absolutely love that thing, and that neon prismatic butterfly. I wish I had a mega, and I so wish that I could get some more candy flash chicks. Oh, I think they're so cute. We do need like one more like Highland cow so we can make a neon. Oh, don't forget about that cute lion cub and that groundhog. Guys, we have some of the cutest pets. Oh my gosh, and remember I got a brown bear? And we can never forget the cow and the elephant and all our pigs. And we still have one capybara. Remember, we used to have a bunch of capybaras, but we just have the one left. And what is it about that wild boar? It is just the cutest. Okay, well, we are doing so good. This is the end of day 202. Bye, guys. Until next time.